win this race today. Looks like they're off.
Here we go, yeah. So both seemingly starting with the same routing.
We got crystals for each. Well, all three are crystals. Looks like crystal 6 at Hera. So they like that map to start off. Exact same routing to start.
Yep. In sync.
Go figure.
Oh man.
Giving the uncle some love right off the bat.
He's giving
and they
back.
get love. Yeah.
Bit more love. So not a lot to start off on here. The tree pole being hard. It's not really what the guys want to see at the start. No rupees, no bombs. So let's see if there's something right there.
Wow, and they both get that item and leave immediately.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, they're gonna go to Hobo right away?
Wow.
No, they're going back
okay.
to Farm Bomb, which is good.
Yeah.
Good strategy since they don't have any money right away.
Yeah, exactly. Say both runners will go up to Kakariko from the bottom, checking race and all that first. Trying to farm a couple bombs here as well in the bushes, and finding two. Both runners satisfied with that. Of course they are finding it equally fast, because that's just how they roll.
Yep, and we'll get our first look at the race game. So we got him putting an item here. Ben sees just a heart container, and they'll probably skip it.
Ben does have an extra rupee. That's a slight advantage right there.
Yeah, that's a huge advantage in my book. As they both enter Kakariko. Plenty of chests to check out right here. And they'll both start out in the tavern. And their first 20 rupee of probably many more this seed.
Yep. Both doing the chicken hut right afterwards. See what we got here. A heart.
Lots of love to start out.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting to see if Kakariko doesn't hold a lot of items. Either one of them might decide to go to Eastern.
Oh my god, a route diversion.
Oh no!
Somebody's gonna lose it right off of this.
Dang.
Ben hoping for a bomb drop here. While Christos is gonna farm bombs in the small shed here.
I like Christos' play here.
Yeah, me too. Oh, 300 rupees. In the mirror. Always good to see that early 300. Which helps out for Zora to get that out of the way.
Not quite a perfect deal, but you could do worse. You could do worse.
So Ben going with a little bit of a gamble, hoping he picks up a bomb here so he doesn't have to come back. Oh, we got early boots!
Oh man.
More rupees, holy crap.
It doesn't get a bomb though. Let's hope that item is not important.
But with 500, almost 600 rupees, he's definitely gonna buy some bombs here.
See, immediately going back though. I don't know. I don't like going there, gambling, and then immediately going back. So I'd assume he probably doesn't either, but he might just do it. No, no,
Yeah.
he's going somewhere else, maybe? No? Oh, he is.
Oh, he's skipping it. Oh my.
Alright, let's find out what it is.
Oh my. Oh, he gets bailed out.
Just an arrow upgrade.
But it might be put on his back of his head if he's searching for that one item he can't find later on in the seed.
Mm-hmm.
There's another 20 bucks, so pass that one up.
And more.
More money. This will probably see Ben head south.
Yeah,
Check
looks...
the dam, the mini Moldorm cave, and use his flippers probably to go to Hobo.
Yep. With the mirror, you have, like, the dam is a bit faster, so... Definitely want to check that out. You can just erase the block here, and then pull the lever at the same time.
Christos immediately taking his boots up and checking bonk rocks. And it's just more love.
More love.
It's a pretty healthy seeds this beginning for our players.
Yep. Ooh, Christos is taking the whirlpool.
I don't see that too often, but these guys know their map layout, and that's definitely a quick way to get across the map.
Yeah, he's gonna go and check Zora, I think.
Wow.
With the waterfall cave.
We got
definitely...
powder from the mini Moldorm cave. And the blue cane, unfortunate. Oh, we got the flute!
There is the flute.
Ooh.
Yeah, very smart play by Christos, because the flippers had to lead to something probably almost because Kakariko was so empty, so he knew that he probably has to go here to get a progression item, and he did.
It's always good to get boots and the flute early on to make traversing that much easier.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, nothing but a piece of heart in Ice Rod Cave, which some players usually skip because it's a little bit out of the way, but in this version you still, if you can route it in, I'd route it in just to get it out of the way.
Yeah. You don't want to leave too many singular spots on the map, especially in this logic. Alright, looks like Ben is going to go ahead and get his flute himself, while Christos is going to activate it, and then it's going to be interesting to see what Christos does afterwards.
So everybody pull out your swag ducks in chat. See where he heads now. Oh, and he missed. He forgot he didn't do the... It was a good thing he didn't fly away.
Okay, so he's going to standard route. He could have decided to just go to Death Mountain immediately, but this is definitely the smart play right now because he doesn't have a sword.
And there's more items in this area.
Yeah. Exactly.
So Ben will probably activate his flute, and we'll see what route he takes from there. Oh,
or
okay.
Going.
He's gonna check Hobo. Looks like.
I see. Yeah, I don't think Christos did that yet. So.
Nope. Oh, of course, Mini Moldorm's trolling you right when you need to throw bombs. And he's down to 1. What, does he have... Oh my goodness. Wow. Last bomb.
Calculated.
Yep. Oh, the moon pearl from the hobo!
Ooh, that's a big one. That's a big one. I think Christos will be going there right now. I hope Christos will be going there right now. No, he won't!
Oh.
That could give Ben a little bit... Oh no, maybe he will go from the top. Yeah, he must, like... You're not going to Eastern, right?
No.
Yeah. Good. That could have been a little advantage right there, but yeah. Oh yeah, smart play. He's restocking. Obviously a very smart player right there. There's a shop right here, which not a lot of players use frequently, but if you're out of bombs, this is a good way to get some back.
I tend to forget about that spot. But it's right along his way, so... Nothing in the back of Sarashala's hut.
Well, there was a bottle, at least.
Oh yeah, bottle.
So Ben will be able to check that while he activates his flute. Or...
Yeah.
Okay.
Since he has the boots, it's probably a good thing to check check Lumberjack right now, just to get out of the way. And make sure Aga's not required.
For sure.
Oh, it's only $50. But they still need a lift up, 1 or 2 lift upgrades in the hammer as well.
Yep. I think what both want to find right now first is actually a sword. They can get up to Hera, but they can't defeat Muldorum with either the hammer or the sword or a sword. So I think that's what they are mainly looking for at this point.
As Christos heads back into town to check the sick kid.
Just So yeah, after all this starting, I think they checked the same locations at this point, but we see that Christos has a very minor lead right now. Probably about like 20 seconds.
Yeah, I think the only thing Ben has checked that Christos hasn't is the Ice Rod Cave.
Yeah, and exactly.
Ben hasn't checked the Back of Thieves' hut. Blind's hut. But it looks like Christos is gonna do escape. He'll have to use his bombs here to kill the guards, since he doesn't have a sword or a hammer. Oh, Ben's heading south. Yet another out of the way location of Agina, which is help that he has the flute to fly down there, so he doesn't have to take a long path to get there.
Yep. Making sure he's not forgetting anything important in this one cave here.
Ooh, bombos.
That could be important. It could also be useless, but it's definitely nice to have, that's for sure.
It'd be a nice alternative to the Fire Rod for Ice Palace if it's required.
Alright, so Ben decides, Ben has 3 bombs. He probably doesn't feel very good about his chances in escape, so he goes up Death Mountain now. Let's see what we got here. And then... oh, it's gonna be interesting to see. I think with 3 bombs and nothing else, would I go into Hera? Maybe just like see what's in there? But it's still a bit risky if you have absolutely nothing.
Yeah. Nothing but a shield and escape for Christos.
Man. That almost means it's in Hera, so I think Ben is okay here.
And we have a look at the map, and we see pendants at Pod, Ice Palace, and Swamp, which I think was the green pendant.
Yep.
So the bottom right-hand corner. It's all penance. No, they have not checked Eastern yet, which is probably be their next play if they don't find anything up here.
That's the big key.
Yeah.
Not sure this is really what you want down here, but
yeah, not used to being forced to use bombs in Tower of Hera. But that's that's what you gotta love about open mode.
And now Ben is stuck, actually.
Oh.
Can you use the Cane of Burna to activate switches? I think you can, can't you?
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah. There we go.
Christos knows. Ben heads towards Eastern.
Yeah. So for Ben's sake, I hope there's nothing that crucial in Hera right now.
Mm-hmm.
While Christos will definitely find out by going up here.
Nothing so far.
He only has one.
Yeah, I don't know if he can take out these enemies. Oh, and he falls! Oh no! Well,
He did that on purpose. He did that on purpose to respawn the pod,
oh, okay.
so that he can kill the last beetle off. Not a bad play.
Yeah, that's a good play.
Okay, Ben dashing through Eastern didn't find anything so far in the first chest. Let's see what Christos finds here. These chests determine how this race is going to go.
Oh,
they are the
there's
power
lift
gloves.
upgrade. Wow.
There are they. Alright, that is big for Christos right now.
Yeah.
Because...
Oh, and the hammer! Oh my gosh!
Oh
Hera says,
my!
nope, we're not doing agate today, boys.
No! Why did he mirror out? No! No!
He could have beat the dungeon.
No! Christos! I think he was too excited.
Yeah, I would have been excited too. Oh well.
Oh man, that is actually wow. That is a bit of the advantage gone right there.
Yeah.
Because he does have to go back in now. Whew. Man, giving Ben a chance here. Oh,
These
That's-
strats. Yeah, that was a questionable decision, but
yeah, and at this point, Ben has to know, like, all that he has left is the dark room in Eastern, and he hasn't found anything, so he knows that Hera is where he needs to go, probably. But he kind of wants to believe that something is in here at this point.
and even though it's one of the easier dark rooms to do, it's still hard to navigate for sure without a sword or something to tell where you are on the map.
Yeah, definitely.
And when he's out of magic, he doesn't know where he is. Oh no. Oh, wow.
Found him.
Clutch powder right there.
Oh man. This seed is very harsh right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh no, shot! Oh my gosh! Wow! Holy mackerel!
That is bringing him back right there. Oh my
Oh,
god, are you serious?
That definitely softens the blow there.
Are you serious? The hookshot from heaven. Wow. Wow. Oh my god. Christos has absolutely no reason to check Eastern right now, so he won't find that hookshot for a while, and that could give Ben an advantage if the remaining items that they need, which are quite a few, some of them are behind the hookshot.
Mm-hmm. Very true. Man, oh man. This race is not even 20 minutes long. We're already seeing excitement.
Crazy! Absolutely crazy that there is something that he sequence rope that is this big. Wow. That's insane.
And we got our Hype Cave Quake to start out. Could be useful. Arrows, money, bomb upgrade, and more money. So not too hype. We'll see if that Quake turns out to be useful later on. Ben looks at Christos looks at the map. Looks like our other 5-6 crystal is at Thieves Town.
Mm-hmm.
So looks like Fat Fairy may come into play in this seed. As Ben is gonna check right side first. He knows progression item won't be right here to begin with, because this is technically a sequence break right now for him. He doesn't know what items at Hera. And Christos gonna dig up at the digging spot. Oh, it's the bow! Oh my gosh! And that'll send him right over to Eastern. Oh, and Christos is right back in it.
Are you kidding me?
Unbelievable!
What? What? What is the seed?
It went from nothing to now we're looking at a Stoops, maybe.
Man, could you imagine Fat Fairy coming into play though? Because like I saw in chat earlier, Christos will probably try to do it before against Tower at this point. I mean, he knows he made the mistake of not finishing Hera. And Hera is the number 6 crystal. Imagine Fat Fairy having something. Oh boy. But Christos is definitely in a slight advantage right now. He will guaranteed return to Eastern, guaranteed. And then find the hook shot and all that. And yeah, Ben still has a bit to do in Hera, get his power buff and hammer, which will take a little while.
Pointing out, it might be exciting too. These players find all these items and are still without a sword. as they narrow in on go mode, that would be something else.
Oh man. These two players with fighter sword only, and then like they both go up Ganon's tower, don't find a sword. That would be amazing, honestly. And then you search for a sword at the end of the seed.
Ben decides not to do Hera and instead check the dig spot.
Which gives him, ironically, the bow. Yeah, man. Oh, man. I don't think he's going back to Eastern, or is he? Maybe.
Well,
he must know.
I think he got all 3 items, so I don't think he'll go back until maybe he does pod. Or he's in go mode.
Zelda's nobody knows what's happening right now. Just watch. Nobody knows what's happening.
Christos doing some overworld. Taking the Smith home. Ben decides to do escape, which we know is nothing but a shield.
I'm liking the seat as a viewer. I'm not sure how they like it as a player, honestly.
Well, I know Christos is probably loving it right now.
Yeah, Christos is gonna check the bats, while he's also getting the purple chest.
Yeah, good to knock all these out right in a row, since he has all the items to do it. And 20 rupees from Batcave.
I think what happened in Hera is that Christos just got too excited because he found like the 2 items that gave him Dark World access back to back. I think he was just too excited, and that's why he didn't finish. I can't imagine ChristosOwen going like, I can't hammer Moldorm, I'm sorry.
Right? I'm not good with hammer strats. Christos looks like he's heading towards Thieves Town. Or Village of Outcasts.
Yeah, checking all the overworld locations and dark worlds here.
Ben actually heading to the sewers to check the sewer chest and hopefully makes it to the back to check the 3 at the end of Escape.
Oh, you know what? Christos found Titansmiths at some point and I missed it.
Yeah, they were at Stumpy right before he got the bow.
Oh my god, dude. Are you kidding? I completely missed that.
Yeah, things happen like bang, bang, bang.
Alright, so Chris is going into Thieves Town while Ben is going through the dark rooms here.
Not sure what item he picked up in the sewers.
Yeah, right now that hook shot, if Christos somehow ends up not routing in Eastern, which I really doubt, that hook shot is the only thing keeping Ben alive at this point in this race, because Christos is making really good pace.
And it looks like he makes it through okay. $5. Oh, the single arrow, run validated. Otherwise, trash in all of Escape. So Ben finally heads back up to see what waits for him at Hera.
Yep. Let's see if he can keep his composure, and he will hammer Moldorm. I mean, I'm pretty sure Ben knew for a long time that Hera, but he just didn't want to believe it.
Or he's either that or he was looking for a sword or something, so he didn't have to use bombs.
Yeah.
But now he has the bow, so that makes life a little easier.
Yep.
Nothing so far in Thieves Town for Christos.
Yep.
So not too long, Ben will pick up both the hammer and the gloves. And hopefully, unlike Christos, finish off the dungeon.
Pretty confident he will.
Yeah. He's probably kicking himself in the head right now, picking both those items up, thinking he was just there and couldn't get to him before. But
yeah,
yep, he's gonna. Oh, go ahead.
Yep. No, I was gonna say with you we're going to stay.
Yeah, he remember he's got to finish. He can finish the dungeon too.
Yeah.
Oh, watch out! Watch out! Oh wow, you gotta hit in. So Ben takes down Moldorm quickly.
Yep. And yeah, just a reminder, this crystal number is 6, so that could be potentially important. Not very likely at this point, but maybe. We'll see. And now we get to see Christos doing Hammer Blind.
Making it look easy so far. I think it's always nice, too, to get those two rotating heads right next to each other, so there's a lot less going on around the map. And he takes them down quickly.
Alright. But nothing in Thief's Town.
Yeah. He'll grab that 5-6 crystal. It looks like Ben's heading towards Hype Cave, and hopefully he'll pick up his Titan's Myths along the way as well. ₹20 in the Sea House.
Alright, then Christos probably heading towards Skullwoods now just to see. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a quick check for 2 items in this this dungeon. And as we've seen in V26, more times than not it has something useful.
Guaranteed item here, 100% guaranteed useful item.
So good thing Ben's heading left and picking up his Titan's Myths here.
Yep, nice.
Which means he now has an advantage of having the hook shot, although I think he knows how to hover anyway, so... Unless there's something required in Swamp.
Now. So yeah, Ben needs to try to catch up here, or is probably going to catch up on Overworld stuff and then do Thief's Town. So, yeah, he's a bit behind for now. Yeah, he's gotta hope that this hookshot somehow becomes important, really.
Yeah. That way we might see him take some more gambles. I didn't see that. Did Christos get both items already?
I saw a heart, but I didn't catch the second chest that he opened. He must have, though, because he skipped one chest there, I think.
And nothing on Bumper Cave. So the cape is not required. As both players are checking overworld locations.
Yeah, it's worth pointing out that both players also don't have a fire source yet. So, otherwise we will probably see at least Christos try to do some dungeons here and there, but without a fire source, stuff like Desert, for instance, is not completable. So, just trying to scour a little bit here and there on the overworld. Well, Bombos is great in ice, but other than that, it doesn't really do a whole lot for you.
Yeah. Blue Rupee and King's Tomb. Well, not too much in their overworld, except that one spot had the myths and the bow.
Alright, Chris is slowly making his way over to Eastern and Pod, and I think that he will probably do both of them. While Pod being a pendant dungeon, at this point he has collected a bunch of items, so I wouldn't be surprised at least seeing him dip in for a little bit.
Yeah, he already opened the purple chest. I think it was like a piece of heart or something. Something insignificant. And we have our first catfish check. And more love. So Ben heads back up to Death Mountain with his hook shot. We'll more than likely check Turtle Rock Medallion in the Hookshot Cave.
Interesting, interesting. Well, Christos is checking the Maya area, and we see
We have
Quake.
So he just needs the Kana Samari, and he can complete that dungeon. Nothing in Meyer Shed.
Alright, he might still decide to do the first part of Desert here, simply to get potential items here. Yeah, that's exactly what he's going to do.
Yeah.
Since he can easily back out of this with, like, since Desert is a two-parter, you can just do the first part. The second part needs the fire source that I talked about, the fire rod or the lantern. And if you don't have that, you can just do the first part, then back out and come back later, which is really nice.
20 rupees on the torch, so that's the first item at Desert.
And we still don't have a sword. Where are you hiding, swords? Where are you hiding?
Hopefully all in Ganon's Tower.
All of them? That's a bit harsh, isn't it?
A little bit.
Okay, we have Quake for Turtle Rock. Man.
Wow.
So with that combined information, that might mean that Bombos might indeed be needed for ice pellets, potentially.
And bombs and Desert, so Desert had nothing of importance.
Interesting. At the same time, Hookshot Cave also not giving anything.
I think that he got the mushroom. So we'll have to see if that pays out. He does have a safety, so there could be something here in a... Oh, and half magic in Checkerboard Cave.
Very nice, very nice. Especially on seats where you don't have a sword, you love to see half magic.
He uses his blue goo and just gets a heart in return.
Alright, in the meantime, Chris picking up his bombos, so he went to Agnes Cave. It looks like Ben might decide to do Thieves Town now. Potentially, or maybe go to Skullwoods first, we'll find out in a bit here. Christos is doing the back check of Escape now, so yeah, Ben deciding for Skullwoods. So both runners are going to be a bit disappointed with what they get here.
You have to think, though, the more they check, Ben is slowly catching up, because he still has that hook shot that Christos doesn't have.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that Christos did not go for Eastern and Pod yet.
Oh.
And he keeps it that way.
He's finally going back up to Hera. I've been waiting, like, when are you gonna do it?
Yeah, he might combine it with a Turtle Rock check, yeah. Or is he going... He's going straight up? Okay.
Yeah, because he doesn't have the hook shot, so he'll probably do Hera first. And
that's right, yeah. You need to hook
check
shot,
right side.
Of course. I know that. I just wanted to test the audience. Kappa.
No, you need a sword to open up Meyer and T-Rock.
Yep. You do need a sword in order to use the medallions. Beat the fighter sword, but you do need a sword. Ah, interesting. So he's going to finish Hera. This is Ben's opportunity to do something big right here.
Well, we might see him come together if Ben does Thieves Town and Christos completes all of Death Mountain. Oh, Trolldorm not being nice right at the bat, covering the front of the arena. But Christos quickly takes him out.
Mm-hmm.
And gets his other 5/6 crystal, so he can check Fat Fairy whenever he routes that in.
Yeah, I think he will almost do that immediately after Turtle Rock. Or Turtle Rock check, I should say. The dungeon is, of course, impossible. And there we go. So he's going to go over, check all that out, and then probably going to do that, and then hopefully finally move towards Pod and Eastern. Well, yeah, this pretty much caught up Ben, like, completely, probably. If not, Ben might actually be ahead at this point. Depends on how fast he can go through Thieves Town.
Yeah, just whoever finds that next item. Yes, Fat Fairy could have Lamp, for sure.
Was the mushroom the first chest in the hookshot cave?
Yes, so Christos can pick it up as well.
So he gets everything important. I mean, he obviously doesn't know that, but yeah. And he will also check Spike Cave right now.
Always nice when you can run through these top rooms of Thieves Town, where you got the boots.
Yep.
And we'll see where Christos heads next, as he's looked through all of Death Mountain besides the rest of the chest and Hookshot Cave.
Mushroom check.
Yep, immediately checking the mushroom.
Wouldn't be surprised to see a big item here, honestly.
That'd be funny if it was the lamp. So, Bonk was required to get the hookshot. No. No, he hasn't. Nobody's done the Pyramid Fair yet.
He's probably... Oh no.
No,
he's going from this way. Well then. Yeah, this is the odd and eastern check probably now. Can't imagine any other reason why you would fly here, honestly.
Right. Interesting. He'll probably do eastern first, but he might...
Yeah.
He might take a gamble and check pod first.
Yeah, since... I don't know. I mean, like I said, pod is a pendant dungeon, but at the same time... if you find the hookshot in Eastern, and you have already checked all these locations, do you really not go into pod? I don't know, the hookshot doesn't really do that much.
No.
At this point, anyways.
Well, if that hookshot, they'll have everything to complete Swamp if they choose to gamble there.
I don't know about you, but Pendant Swamp, it's not really where I want to go.
Yeah, that's sort of if you've checked everywhere else sort of thing.
He actually decides to check pod first, which I find interesting.
Yeah, probably just thinking there's more possible items here than in Eastern. Be the only thing. But he was probably gonna check both either way.
Yeah, for sure. So Bennett's actually cleaning up a bit the overworld at what Christos already did, so losing a bit of time over him there. And we still don't have a sword.
Gotta love those seeds.
I wonder where the sword is, honestly. What the game is expecting you to do for a sword. I mean, we've been in like what, at least 5 dungeons now? 4 or 5 dungeons? Yeah, we have been in Skull, we've been in Pod, Eastern, everywhere.
Yep, only place they haven't been in is Swamp and Ice Palace.
Yeah. Man. Yeah, yesterday the race I commentated also didn't have a sword for an hour, so I mean, here we go. Instead we get heart pieces and hearts everywhere for everybody.
Looks like Ben might do Fat Fairy right now.
Yeah, good call. Good call.
Yeah, very good call. Christos has not found anything yet in Pod.
Yep. And from Fat Fairy, you can immediately go over to Pod, so that's definitely a very good routing choice if you decide to do so.
Oh, the bug net. He can complete the game. Aga 2.
Okay, now we are in Dark Rooms and Pod here. Definitely not going to be a big issue for Christos, but he also knows that this is a sequence break technically, so...
Looks like the second chest had rupees.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and he leaves.
I think it's time for Eastern on Christos' side.
He's given up on Pod.
Yeah.
So he'll check both Fat Fairy and the Pyramid item, because neither player has checked it yet. If he remembers to check it.
I think he will.
Oh, the Ice Rod! There's a
Hmm.
trolley item out of the way.
That's not immediately going to help, though, unfortunately.
Well, yeah, about the only thing useful right now is it can complete Desert Palace. Oh no, you need to light the torches, never mind. Don't listen to me.
Yeah, and I mean, Christos will eventually do, I'm pretty sure, Fat Fairy. Otherwise, we wouldn't have finished Terra that way, so yeah. So that's not really an advantage for Ben right there, but it's nice to have for the runners, that's for sure. Because that's the item you do not want to be your last item missing.
Definitely. Because I played a couple seeds the last couple days. Ice Rod's been in Turtle Rock.
Lovely.
Pretty soon, Chris will be picking up his hook shot. We'll see if that pulls him into gambling into Swamp. Because we haven't seen anything from overworld locations. I think they've checked most all places.
Wait. Christos, put the mirror. Okay. I was like, please the mirror out again out of the crystal dungeon where you can finish it.
Alright.
That would have hurt me. Curious to see. Yeah, it's almost like you said, it's almost like they probably will come to the conclusion eventually, hey, the Swamp Palace might just be what we need to do.
And they have access to Ice Palace, so they can complete both dungeons.
So Christos is finally getting his hook.
Although getting the hook shot off sequence would make you think the lamp would be in Ice Palace.
Well, I mean, maybe. It could still be in Swamp, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, this logic sometimes expects you to do things that are not very fun.
They have bombos, so you can complete Ice Palace.
Well, they can't get in because they need a sword.
Oh, that's true. I keep forgetting that.
Yeah.
Damn you, open mode!
So far in that you would think, hey, no problem, but
Right.
yeah, there is a problem, unfortunately. So yeah, it really comes down to Swamp at this point, I think.
Yeah.
Christos is having no trouble in the dark room. I was about to say a little bit of trouble, but no, he got it just fine. And yeah, I mean, at this point, I think the only thing Christos that Ben didn't so far is like the dip into Pod, and well, he's going to finish Eastern, but that's about it. I think other than that, they are pretty much caught up now. Pretty wild race so far.
Yeah, and Ben will still have to complete Eastern.
Yep. This is probably the Swamp Gamble for Ben right there, yeah. And I mean, it's not really, at this point, I think, a gamble, because, yeah, the seed is basically telling you, hey, go over there.
Yeah, because this is basically the only place you can look besides Pod. And Pod could be, you'd only have a certain amount of items to check because of not having lamp.
Yep. It's still a bit of a gamble, but yeah, the indicators are there that the Swamp should have something interesting at least.
Now Chris hoping he finds nothing here, because he could have had... He was thinking maybe I shouldn't have skipped this spot, but there's gonna be nothing there, so... Hopefully the sigh relief.
Chet makes a good point though. Well, never mind, we still don't have a sword. I was going to say something stupid. Sorry. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. We're focusing on Swamp right now. Yeah, and Chris decides to do the same play probably here. Maybe checking Fat Fairy first. Still has to do that. But yeah. There's a nice compass. I'm sure that's what they came looking for.
Exactly. Christos gonna check Fat Fairy first. He'll get his Ice Rod. So I think they're pretty much even right now.
More or less, yeah.
Just depends what...
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say it just depends what Christos says, but I think all his option is to check swamp right now.
Yeah.
After Fat Fairy.
Yeah. Don't lose your bomb. Oh yeah, Christos might decide to do a hookshot kill. Oh, that's right. Though he must know that it's a sequence break, so tough call there.
Wonder if someone will find a sword. We're closing on an hour.
It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Okay, so Ben decided to ignore the left side for now in Swamp, which I support personally. I know some people like left side, but I definitely do not. Alright, there's the big key.
Still nothing here.
Is he going to fight Argus, really? Oh man. Oh yeah, Swamp is green, right? Oh god. Oh god!
That is!
Sword!
It's a 1 hour sword!
You got a sword. It just took
Now-
a pendant dungeon.
Amazing, that opened up 3 dungeons with that one sword pull.
Yep. He can now
So-
do a lot of things.
So it looks like he's still gonna complete the dungeon, which is smart, because it's green pendant.
Alright, I hope you enjoy menus in this game, because you're going to see amazing menuing right here. This is my favorite boss to fight, was just the fighter sword.
No kidding. Are you actually fighting the boss, or are you fighting the menu?
I would say this is pretty much a boss fight against the menu, yeah.
Yep.
You can see even Ben, who's played this game so much, is struggling to hit the right items at some point.
Yeah, it's a struggle for sure.
But yeah, to explain, these little puffy clouds, they cannot be hit by the fighter sword. So what you have to do is, you have to hook one of them, and then instead of hitting them with your sword, you have to menu to the hammer, because the hammer does temper sword damage, and then kill them with the hammer, and then go back and forth. It's amazing.
Man.
And what you could do, you could charge up a spin with the fighter sword, but, I mean, you would have to hit the puffs 2 times with spins, so, like, that's, I don't know. It is, not very fun either way.
So with Ben only getting that sword, he might go back in and check for a another progression item. Yep.
Yeah.
Smart play.
Yep. He has the map and the compass, so he knows there's definitely stuff left in here. He also needs to turn in his big key at the big key chest, so.
So we could see the lamp, we could see another sword.
How about 3 more swords? How about that? That would be amazing.
All the swords in Swamp.
And we also did get the green pendant, so there's also that to turn in, so. There's a heart.
Heart. Oh, the book! Guess what they can check now?
Yeah, but they can only check, that's the problem.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, the book doesn't really do anything right now except that it can give them information.
Yep. So there's still something on the left side of Swamp.
Oh, they could. I mean, they are set up in a way where they can technically get the pedestal dungeons done, technically speaking. So, I mean, I don't know if they want to go check for that. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, they still have to finish Skullwoods, so you'd think they might check it if they decide to finish off that dungeon. Well, they already have Skullwoods items, so they might wait until they're in go mode to do that area.
Yeah, probably. Alright, let's see what left side has for us here.
Green rupee. Yeah, that's a progression item. This has got to be it. What could it be? The lamp!
The lamp.
Yep.
It is the lamp. Wow. Wow.
Okay, so now they're back on sequence. So
Yeah.
anything they find is on sequence.
So you were supposed to go in here, get the lamp, and then get the hook shot
Yeah.
to get a sword. I mean, come on, game. Come on. That's not fair. That is not fair. Okay, and yeah, Ben is actually going to travel to Pod right now, and
Which is
probably
a good play because he hasn't checked there yet.
Yep. Also, redeeming his green pendant, so very nice routing there.
What does Sasha have? $20 for his troubles.
Alright, so the payout in Swamp was just a sword and just a lamp. And I think red mail as well, which is nice, but the runners are so good, I don't think they even care if they have that or not. Yeah, the book was also there, but it does, like I said, it doesn't really do anything right now. It could come into play for the tablets when they find the Master Sword, but since we have that desert access, so we definitely don't need the books for that. And the only other thing you can do really is checking the pedestal, which I don't know. I don't think both of them want to really.
Yeah. Ben heads back to finish up Eastern Palace, and he'll probably dip into Pod. Chris picking up his sword, first sword, an hour and 3 minutes into the seed.
Must feel good.
Oh yeah.
Man. And if you like the menus, oh man, I think ChristosOwen has something for you guys.
Yep. Oh, he's not using menu. He's got his sword, so he's using spin. Spin attack strats. He just can't bear to have a high menu time.
Yeah, using the hurt box of the sword to its max right there, you can get apparently 2 hits in with the spins, which is very good. Very nice, very nice.
Quick and painless. And he's got his Eastern Palace Crystal. So, both runners still need the fire rod. They still need the Cane of Samaria. They still need another sword.
Yep. Can't forget about that, because Ganon, he just smiles at you if you come with the fighter sword.
Yep, still anybody's race.
Alright, so Ben will probably do a very thorough pod check here. Which, at this point, I don't know.
Crisco's gonna check the Bombos tablet, but he can't have the item.
Well, it would be big if there was something like the fire rod in there.
Yeah.
And he would know, but he couldn't get it.
So he's really not, doesn't get anywhere with it. Oh, this sword!
Oh god, dude! How cruel! How cruel! Wow! Wow!
Well,
that's amazing.
That's one tablet they're not gonna skip when they eventually find another sword.
Yeah. Yeah, I think once he has the Master Sword, he goes back to Bombos immediately, because like the tempered upgrade is just so good. But Christos decides to go into Mire right now. He can finish the dungeon, but I don't really hate this play. On the contrary, I think this is actually a very good play. Because you have to go in here and find the big key anyways, and yeah, getting the items out of the way is also not too bad. Re-entering eventually, it costs a little bit of time if you don't find the key now, but yeah.
Quickly makes quick work of the first room. So he's hoping to find the items, either finds the Cane of Samaria or find the items really early in Mire, because it can take a while to fully search through this dungeon.
Yep. There is a lot of chests in Mire, unfortunately. A lot of them have nothing in it.
Oh no, an early big key!
Yeah, this is kind of what you don't want to see if you're just looking for items. That big key would allow him normally, if he had the cane, to finish the dungeon really quickly. Unfortunately, we're still looking for the cane.
I'm thinking something's gotta be in this maze area.
Yeah, that could definitely be a thing.
I don't know if he has the big key. Since he now have a fire source, he can check these chests. Just the map there on the first one, so he's gonna have to take the extended cutscene coming up to check the vanilla big key location.
Yeah.
Now, if Ben finds something here, he's definitely gonna jump out to a lead. Well, no, nothing yet. It's gotta be in the big chest. Or it could be at Helmosaur. I don't know if they have the map and compass. It was just bombs. So nothing in Pod.
Pod's empty.
Where's he gonna check next? Oh, looks like he's gonna take the Mire plunge as well.
There's the fire! Oh, that is so huge! Wow! That was locked behind the lamp. Holy moly!
Yeah.
What a seed!
What does Fire open up? They can complete Skullwoods. They still need the Cane of Samaria. He still has one more item here too, so it could be the cane.
It could be. That would be. Ooh. Well. If this item is nothing, though, I mean... There could be worries arising about that pedestal thingy. Potentially being a thing. They haven't checked ice yet, so...
Oh man. Every runner's worst nightmare, having to check Ice Palace, Pendant Ice Palace.
And the question is, did you actually have to go in here to get the fire up before finding the cane? Because some scenarios, like if you go ice before, you have bombos. And if the cane is there... Is he going to go... Oh, he didn't deliver the... Yeah. But yeah, I'm interested to see what Chris does now. Because at this point, I would be at least worried about Pedestal. Like, I would not want to believe it, but I would be worried about it.
Yeah.
I've checked 2 pendant dungeons, and yeah, he's going to do Skullwoods, okay, yeah. And then probably check it. Okay.
Yeah. Of course, if he finds that Canis Maria on the pedestal, that'd be seed for the ages.
Well, actually, Pedestal at this point would probably not even be bad. I'm not gonna lie, because then you at least know.
Right.
And the other thing is, like, Christos also knows that one of his sword upgrades is locked right now, so...
Yeah, that's actually an advantage, because Ben didn't check that when he left Swamp.
Yeah, but you gotta figure, there's only 2 more left, and you somehow, you have to find the other one, because otherwise you can't finish the game.
Right.
Oh, Ben did not do... Yeah, he took the route... Yeah, he took the long route, away from the cutscene to do it last if he has to. Unfortunately, he definitely has to. Definitely has to.
And gonna see some fire sword strats for Mothula, but he has half magic in the fire rod, so. He should be good with hammer as well if he runs out of magic.
Yeah, for sure.
Although his shots aren't hitting, and Mothula's being a little bit of troll as it is.
There we go.
There you go. So as Christos picks up his crystal, probably lead to a pedestal check.
Yep. I mean, if it's not there, it's still relatively limited where it could be at this point.
Yeah.
I think Ben liked that fire rod.
Get some pedestal hype, folks. Here we go. Oh, piece of heart.
Just a little piece of love.
Yeah. So Christos has a couple options compared to Ben. Oh, Ben's going straight to ice.
Straight to ice! Oh man.
Yeah, this is not a play on his part. Ben's checked most everywhere else. Christos heading up, probably gonna check Hookshot Cave, because he hasn't checked there yet.
This is where the early hookshot pays off for Ben.
Exactly.
Time for hover TR. Yeah, sure. Okay. It's like I'm almost thinking that the cane has to be in ice. I can't really remember any other location that they haven't checked yet. Or maybe it could. What could happen? What would be probably really trolly is that it's an ether tablet and there's a sword here. That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
I'm thinking though that Christos might check the ether tablet for us right here, since he's
Yeah.
right around the corner. Maybe he decides to not do it though, but I don't know. It'd be nice to see.
It looks like it. Otherwise, he would have well.
No, he's going away. Yeah, I can't blame him. Like, I mean, it doesn't matter for him anyways because he doesn't have the Master Sword. So,
Yeah, he's probably gonna head straight to ice.
Yep, there we go. Now keep in mind that Chris has already done Skullwoods, which Ben still has to. So even though Ben is further in the dungeon, Chris does have that on the bank.
Oh, good point by chat. Neither guy has checked the old man, which is pretty easy to forget since it's sort of hard to do without a sword.
I forgot that too. Wow. Oh, that would be amazing.
That would be so funny.
Yeah, it's so far into the seed that I just completely forgot about that, honestly. And I think they did too. Like, I think they must think maybe they did it. I don't know. There is the key!
There it is!
It's there!
They still need a sword, though.
Yep.
But, they can get all the way through Ganon's tower.
Well, the question is... Yeah, Ben is going to finish Skullwoods first here, so let's see. This will pretty much then tie them up almost. Like, I think... Oh, it's hard to tell who's coming out ahead here. That depends on how fast Ben will do... Oh, they're magic, of course. I was like, what? It depends on how fast Ben finishes Skull now.
Yeah.
But I think they are almost tied then, and that's going to be an exciting finish here. Especially, it is the search for the sword, after all.
And I wonder if they're gonna check items in Turtle Rock as well.
Now,
especially Mimic Cave.
Yeah. I mean, I know I would, but I don't know.
Some people tend to skip it sometimes.
Noteworthy is also that, like, if they want to finish Meyer, they only have a fighter sword and the normal bow. That can be tough too.
They got a sword in Pendant Swamp.
And we do know that another sword is in the Bombos tablet, but we can't get it yet. Okay, so it looks like Christos is slightly ahead of Ben here. Ben just finishing up Skull right now. And it's going to be interesting to see how both of the runners handle the situation. You still need a sword.
And we see the hammer strats for Mafia. Although he's sticking to the bottom, which is not doing any damage. Oh, there he goes.
Okay.
Got him that time.
So Chris is going back in. And yeah, the one thing that Chris has as an advantage, again, is the Bombos tablet knowledge. Like, Ben doesn't know that. So, if Chris finds a sword, he might actually decide to immediately go back for that. Although, if that sword is in Turtle Rock, I don't know. That's actually, If I finish Turtle Rock, get a sword, I would probably not go back for that Tempered Sword at that point.
Still, I mean, it's only maybe like a minute to get it, and that way you wouldn't have to do Master Sword with it. Although you could find the silvers in Ganon's tower somewhere along the way.
Oh, Ben is deciding to finish Desert first. Which is, I mean, the order of how they finish the dungeons at this point, well, for those doesn't really matter. I think they found both items in both dungeons, so...
Yeah, well,
just...
Meyer still has an item at Vitreous.
Oh, interesting.
But they already have both items from Desert.
Interesting. Now what if it's a sword?
That'd be nice.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just thinking Christos is a good enough player that he might decide, if he finds one in Turtle Rock, he might decide to just, you know, say, I can do this. No problem, no problemo. We can see Chris right there as Fighter's Sword Vitreous, one of the worst fights you can be in the whole game.
Although he does have bow in case he wants to do bow strats for the small eyes.
Yeah, I think he's going to switch now. Very nicely handled there, but you see, he had to do so many spins that he had to use the potion to get a couple hearts back, even though they have so many hearts.
Yeah. He didn't want to spend all of his arrows as well.
It's a bottle.
Wow.
Well then. Well then. Off to TR we go after Desert.
We may see both runners in sync entering Turtle Rock. How crazy would that be?
Potentially, yeah. I think still that Chris is a slight bit ahead here, but not by much. This is still anybody's race, really. Yeah, Ben does have slightly less arrows than Chris did, but I think the fights are going to be kind of samey as long as Ben does execute. Because, yeah, if he hits his spins like Chris did, then it shouldn't make a difference. Who would have guessed these two would put on a heck of a show? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I didn't. It's not like these guys were the tournament finalists last time or anything like that.
Yeah, and those races weren't close at all.
No. It's kind of, I mean, this is just the second round in Swiss, mind you. So one of these guys will have a loss to their name after this, which is crazy. It's crazy.
So Christos is first with his boss battle. Ben hoping to have a smooth time with Vitreous here.
Yeah.
I think he has a potion.
Bombs!
Switching to bombs.
Oh man, I haven't seen this in forever. Wow, nice.
I think last week there was a seed. It was a forced Vitreous fighter sword fight. I think I had like maybe 40-45 bombs to use. So he'll use the last of his arrows. Oh.
He wants to keep 8.
Yeah.
And he will.
Yeah, he will.
Very nice, very nice.
Good job.
Alright. So the difference right now is probably about, what, 30-40 seconds-ish? I didn't actually check the timers, but it doesn't seem very much.
Yep, they skipped Old Man, because they didn't have the lamp or a sword.
Could you imagine the old man having a sword?
I could. That'd be great.
I hope the admin team keeps spoiler logs and they can just tell us, yes, there's a sword after the race.
And Ben doesn't check him either.
Yeah, I wouldn't at this point either.
Yeah.
I mean, both of them know that they are facing a really tough opponent, so like you are not allowed to waste time anywhere if you are in semi-go mode, so... Might be a little bit more time than I originally thought that they are apart. Might be more like a minute.
Yeah. Using the blue cane dash strats. Oh, Ether Battalion.
Not exactly what he was looking for.
No.
But I guess it's nice to fill up your inventory, I suppose. Alright, oh, and another thing, Ben still had to open Turtle Rock while Chris already did it. That's a bit minor, but it's still a time gain for Chris there. Okay, so he got the big key now. It's interesting to see, will he actually go out of his way to still open the chests or not? Or will he just believe that the tower will give him a sword? I mean, Christos does have the knowledge that one sword is locked, so he can't feel too good about his chances to get a sword.
Yeah, for sure. He'll grab a small key from the pokey. Yep, he's gonna check the vanilla big key location. Oh, it's 20 bucks. So that means he's gonna have to. He's gonna check the laser room for items as well.
Yep. Interesting to see if Ben, like in Ben's situation, he doesn't know that one of the tablets has a sword upgrade, and I feel like it's not a bad gamble to think, well, there might be a sword in Ganon's tower anyway, so just forego, you know, checking all the other chests.
Right.
Interesting to see if Ben will take that gamble or not. But yeah, Chris is going around trying to find himself that sword.
Yep.
Even checking Mimic Cave.
Yep. Not pulling an Andy and skipping it. He makes quick work of the mimics.
Yep.
And only 50 bucks, so no sword here.
Yeah, Ben is not taking any chances either, though, it looks like.
Yeah.
So he will also see, I mean, it's the smart play, that's for sure, but yeah. I mean, if you're up against...
oh, and there it is! He's in go mode! We are in go mode!
There we go.
Right along the way.
Yeah, could you imagine, actually, somebody skipping that chest? Oh, man. That would have been rough. But yeah, that's officially go mode.
Now, we'll have to see after they complete this dungeon if Christos is going to get that tempered. Although he'll probably finish off Ganon's tower.
It's a tough call for sure. If I was as good as Christos, it would be a really, really tough call right now to go back for that. Because you're right.
Yeah.
I mean, you're right there. You're very confident with your Ganon fight. I don't know.
And he doesn't know what his opponent did because Christos searched Pod and Meyer when he couldn't complete it. So he doesn't know what Ben might have did. So he'll have to get a key from these. No key yet. Oh, it's very bottom chest, of course. So now Ben's in go mode, and he'll quickly head towards Trinex. So not too much of a difference between the two runs.
Not at all. Not at all.
So it could come down to a right side, left side in Ganon's tower, for sure.
It could come down to a lot of things at this point, especially with Christos' knowledge. Like, I don't know. Excited, very excited for the tower. That should be really good.
Yeah, very good. No trouble handling Trinex for Christos. Gets his burrito, and he's out of there.
Alright, so that's a 131.45 crystal grab.
Okay. So, you know it is time, folks. As Christos heads to Ganon Tower, we want chat to pick between 1 and 22 what number chest you think the big key is located in.
It's a lot of numbers.
Yep. Since they checked a lot of places, they haven't left too many places unchecked. They have a good chance of finding the sword or the silvers in here.
Yeah.
Just depends when they find the... What?
No, go ahead.
Just depends if they find the big key early or not.
Silvers would change Christos' decision about Tempered as well. Potentially. He's going to right side, by the way. He found the small key in the room, and he's just storming over here. So, currently, I think Christos is ahead by 1:30, which, that sounds like a lot, but Ganon's Tower can easily change that with the key location.
Nope. And it's not on the right side.
Okay.
Now his decision, will he go straight to Armos or go left side? And he's going left.
Alright.
So he's still going to have a little above, but it's going to come down to execution for sure.
There's another small key right there. So they won't run out of those anytime soon. Or maybe they will, and this game is we could just keep trolling. Who knows?
Come on, Ben, check the tower room.
I don't think I would have that in me, honestly.
No,
I don't think he does either.
No. You gotta be out of your mind to check tower room first. Oh, and there's a big key. So if you said chest, would it be 9?
I think it's 9, yeah.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4,
9 or 10.
8.
And Ben goes right. So there's gonna be time he won't gain.
Yep, it's pretty much, we'll see. Ben could make a bad decision now, but he can't make any good decisions anymore.
Mm.
But I mean, well, I said earlier that these guys are insanely good at this game. That doesn't make them immune to Ganon falls. Like, I mean, it can still happen. So there is that. It's very unlikely to happen because they are so good. But you know.
Yep.
That being said, again, to reiterate, Christos does know that the Tempered Sword is in the Bombos tablet, so he could go and get that. Alright, so Chris is trying to make short work of the gauntlet here. Those rooms are a little bit trickier with the Master Sword than with the Tempered Sword, but it's not a huge difference.
Mm-hmm.
There goes the arrow. There we go, very nicely handled there.
Yeah, these guys fly through gauntlet like nobody's business.
And the 1 cycle ammo, very nice. Alright, will we see that Tempered Sword or the Silver Arrows and the remaining chests? We're crawling up on the remaining couple, four chests, I believe, yeah. Will we see them or not?
I think both runners will check chests for sure.
What I find interesting is that when I watch most runners, like that still potentially need a sword or the silvers, they always just seem to check one of the 2 chests in the mini Helmosaur room,
Huh.
which I find interesting. Just checking one and not the other.
Yeah.
Let's see what Chris does.
Gives you a good amount of time.
Yeah, he's gonna check both of them.
Red rupee, and there's the silvers. So he's
I think now he's definitely not going back for the Tempered Sword.
For sure.
That is actually good for Ben, though. In the grand scheme of things.
Mm-hmm.
Because I am 99% sure that Ben will pick up that chest as well.
Ooh, he about got hit by Troll Worm. Man. Edge of your seat stuff right here.
Yeah,
And
we don't know. Validated. And we don't know where the other sword is.
Mm-hmm. Oh, chat pointing out Ben only has 2 arrows.
Oh. Oh! Oh.
Yeah.
Well then, that could make things interesting.
Yeah, definitely gonna make him feel uneasy once he picks up the silvers.
Oh man, rough pattern here on Naga too. Very nicely done.
There he goes. Yep. No problem whatsoever. Oh, yep. There are 5 arrows underneath that skull.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll have enough silver arrows. Just need to make them count.
Alright, this, my friends, this is it. Who gets the better Ganon fight? Or, I mean, Chris has a huge advantage right now. He has the potion still too, that he bought earlier.
And they can't use cape strats on him.
Ooh. Slight mistake there. Got down to 3 spin hits so far. Ganon not giving the best of patterns right now. We're at 6. While Ben is doing Aga 2.
So they're both gonna be at the Ganon fight.
Alright, there's a good one.
There's a good pattern for him.
Okay. So now we're in the fire bat phase for Christos. And Ben finishes Aga too, so he's creeping up right there. Creeping up. One small mistake could change this. Chris is staying cool, and he is in phase 3.
Yeah. Gets through the first 2 phases, so he's gotta be thinking he's in good shape.
Yeah. He's definitely thinking, alright, I got this fight, let's hope I got this race too. We sure did, Ganon, we sure did.
Yep. He'll go for torch glitch just to be safe.
Yep. That's the
Good
second
idea.
arrow.
And he's gonna have to light the torch one more time.
Yep.
But with no problem whatsoever, ChristosOwen will get his revenge on Ben and win his second round match in the Swiss portion of our fall tournament. GG, Chris.
GG. What a seed, what a race.
Very good race.
Oh man. Ooh, Ben is looking. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
One
well-
heart.
I think he can pull it off.
Yeah. He should have it as well. I think Ben is kicking himself for Hera, honestly.
Doesn't get the torch glitch.
Shouldn't be a huge deal.
Oh,
But-
gotta switch to silvers. Oh, he did. Yep, 2 more hits. Always gotta be careful here. Oh gosh, that was close.
Oh man.
I hate that. You don't know where he's gonna spawn.
My
But
heart.
he takes him down. Phew!
There we go. Well done. GG to Ben.
Ben finishes him off. Great race by both of them.
Yeah. That was something. And the way they handled the seed was really rough. And to finish so far sub 2 is very impressive for both runners, so GG. Alright, I am sure we can get them in here for an interview. But yeah, that puts Christos at 2-0 for the Swiss face. Well, can you believe it? Like the last tourney winner is 1-1. That's crazy. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. What a great race. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I mean, I had a blast, honestly.
Very interesting seed for sure.
Alright. They're
Alright.
gearing up. They're gearing up.
And looks like both of our runners are going to join us right now.
Dude.
GG, guys.
Thanks.
Yo, good race.
Boy, was that an interesting seed.
That was a very nice seed.
So first thing I gotta ask, did you get a little too excited, Christos and Hera?
Yes. The thing I do quite often is I make a plan going into a dungeon or a place, and then sometimes I don't think quick enough about what I've just found. So as soon as I pressed the mirror button after Hammer, I was like, why did I do that? Decided to go back later, thankfully.
Yeah.
But wow, where was everyone?
Yeah, you usually find an item for go mode. This time you're looking for a sword upgrade.
I delayed Easton for quite a long time, and I was very worried that a sword or a lamp or something was in there. I made a couple of bad decisions actually, and kind of got lucky with where things ended up being. So my routing definitely wasn't the best.
I think it was because of the seed, because mine was pretty bad also. It was really weird. I did stuff that I would never do. But you could do anything into seed anyway. I mean, you had to go into freaking swamp to get a lantern, to go in Maya to get a fire rod, then you can go to ice, and everything was pendant except Maya. So yeah, it was really strange.
And what we found out, that Christos found out that you didn't, Ben, that one of the sword upgrades was Bombo's tablet.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I went to check off the swamp, and I had to fight a sword, so I couldn't get it, but I was like, okay, great.
The troll.
I finished with Master Sword. I'm assuming you did as well, Ben, right? Or did you find Tempered?
No, I had Master Sword in Tirok, I think.
Yeah, same as me then.
Yeah.
Yeah, you both got your swords at the same places.
The biggest shameful decision I made was going to Ice Palace with Bombas without a sword and then having to leave.
Yeah, well, we were saying that, commentating as well, that you had Bombos to get there, but we forgot as well that you needed a sword to activate Bombos.
I remembered as soon as I walked in, like I didn't actually use it, and I was like, oh, this was a mistake. Because of where Bombas was, Agana, I was thinking, well, maybe Ben hasn't checked that yet. So I was like, this could give me an advantage if Ice comes through. So that's why I wanted to make that gamble. But yeah, obviously I had to go back later.
I think Ben had early Bombos and Hookshot.
Yeah.
He went into Eastern early.
That's went because, early.
Yeah, because I think you ran out of Hera.
Yeah. Yeah, when I've seen I don't have bombs anymore in Era, I was like, damn, I need to go back. And I was actually thinking doing Era with bombs. And yeah, then I was like, yeah, that's maybe not enough.
His chat's exclaiming too, you both didn't check the old man.
Yeah, I mean,
oh yeah.
I don't like to do that room without a sword. I don't like most dark room without a sword, actually. It was the first time I was doing swamp in the dark like that, and that was interesting.
I just plain forgot.
I didn't. But yeah, I was like, nah, I'm going for Tirok, I'm not going to check the old man.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't normally check. Like, I remember the first time I went up to Death Mountain, but I was like, well, no sword, no boomerang, no bow, like nothing to use to get through the cave with a reference. So I was like, oh, I'll come back to this. And just never did.
Right, yeah. It was easy to forget about since the items to do it didn't come till late.
The most interesting thing for me was working out where the fire source was. I knew 100% that either the lamp or fire rod was going to be in the swamp left chests, based on obviously where Hookshot was being behind the lamp. Well, I guess it had to be the lamp, not the fire rod. So I was like, there's no point skipping west side swamp right now, because there has to be a lamp there. So that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy race then.
Yeah, it seemed to be like Ben finds something, and you'd found the mitts and the bow before Ben did, and then you both went your separate routes and sort of came together by swamp and ice and T-rock, and difference is pretty much the same at the end there.
Pretty sure we're different rating because I did so much overworld at the start, and it was so wrong. I mean, I've done it all before going into, I think, Skywoods or Tivestone. I've done like the full overworld, so I had kind of nothing left to check except going into dungeons. So yeah, it was kind of weird, but it actually did pay off a little. I don't remember what I got from that, but
like, I also did an unusual amount of overworlds, and I kept thinking, I need to go to dungeons. I need to go to dungeons.
I was the same.
I don't really know why, but like I did the entire Village of Outcasts, Smith sequence, and North Loop, which is complete waste of time.
Yeah, I think you
Smith again.
And you both went into Mire, gambled Mire with. Could only get the fire rod.
Oh yeah.
Couldn't finish the dungeon.
Yeah, I could have done ice to get the cane and then go for Mire in one go, but I was actually thinking it's either ice or Mire, and I was like, Mire is crystal, I can get the cane there and finish it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought as well. That's fun though, really fun.
Yeah, I'm not that used to no sword for so long. That was really weird for me.
Yeah.
It was interesting.
Do you have questions for him, August?
I have no questions. I'm just in awe about how well you guys handled it, honestly, at the end of the day. So, that was one hell of a seed, honestly. I don't know.
I can't believe we were so close, to be honest. I was always looking at the race channel thinking it would be done like 10 minutes before me. Then the more I was seeing the item, I was like, no, I don't think that's possible. But yeah, I mean, we'd have need to do a really early Ice Palace, I guess.
Like, we had so many options open to us early.
Yeah.
Especially I did the South Loop, which gave me bow mitts before I'd done any dungeons except for Hera, so I had so many places I could go.
Right.
So it was really tough to work out what to do. So I felt like I was wasting quite a lot of time. So yeah, like when I was in Tilda Rock, I was just glancing at the race channel like, Ben could dot right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching the VOD back.
The same.
Thanks for the really fun race, Ben. Thanks you guys.
Yeah, thank you. It was a good one again.
Thanks for the total entertainment.
Yeah, thank you guys. That's awesome.
And
see you again in the final then.
Yeah, it's like it's only the second round of so more than likely these two will be meeting up again at some point.
Maybe.
Hopefully. That makes it 3-3 in games now.
Yeah.
So, if we cross time.
Gotta have that grudge match, or the would it be 7th round grudge match?
Guess so.
Looking forward to it.
Thanks again, guys. And
catch you later.
Good luck the rest of the way.
Thanks for commentaries. GG, Christos. And good luck for the next one.
And to you, man. I'm sure you're perfect.
Thank you.
Alright, thank you, runners. Thank you, commentary, Magus. Thanks to our tracker, Tear. Always does a great job. And
For sure.
I'll see what's on the docket as far as the schedule. We got more races coming up.
Yeah.
Ton of races today. Oh my goodness.
There is no shortage, that's for sure.
Coming up in 6 minutes right here on Speed Gaming, we got a double hit. We got racer, 2 races. We got FW Brana versus Mekon, and we have D-Sit7 versus Elminster.
Mm-hmm.
And if that was in that 4-way wasn't, we have Mike the V versus Salty Fry, and Triscorp versus Nicolaci. So, plenty of hype tournament action coming right up for you. So, I'm gonna hand it off to you, I guess, as you're doing commentary on this next one. So I'll see you guys later, and enjoy the rest of the tournament.
Thanks, you too. Thank you very much for commentating. It was awesome commentating with you. Thank you.
Yeah, good job. Bye.
Cheers, dude. All right, so yeah, currently